Hi, everyone. My name is Michael. I'm the education coordinator here at Mastery Hour. And after looking through the feedback that we've received, I noticed that a lot of our tutors have trouble putting together a lesson plan when students show up without any homework or material to work on themselves. Usually when this happens to me, I ask my students two questions. I ask them what grade they're in and what type of math they're working on. So last week, I had a student who was working on algebra and she was in 8th grade. So I went over to Google, which you're allowed to do, and in fact, encouraged to do during your sessions. And I just typed in 8th grade algebra worksheets. Very simple, very vague, but it popped up some good worksheets. So I picked a worksheet that looked promising, went to the website and pulled it up. And I asked my student if this was something they wanted to work on. She said it was. So I had to test whether this worksheet was difficult enough for her or if she already knew everything. So I had to do some problems from section A. She did section A just fine. However, when she went into section B and C, she started having some trouble. Turns out whenever X was either in a fraction or needed to be distributed, she was having trouble solving it. So I had identified that problems from section B and C were good to work on. We worked on it for the rest of the hour. And by the time the hour was up, she left with some extra knowledge and a little bit more confidence, which is what we're looking for. So at the beginning of the hour, we started off with something simple and vague, like 8th grade algebra, and it turned into something quite specific that we were able to use. Now, if you go to masteryhour.org, in the upper right-hand corner, there's a resources tab. In this resources tab, we've put websites that were recommended to us by the tutors in feedback forms and from feedback that we've received in Slack. This is a good resource if you want to find Prodigy or Khan Academy or some other websites, but our resources tab is quite new and it will never be as good as the Google search engine. I would recommend everybody spend about 5 minutes going through the resources tab so you're familiar with it, so you can bring it up during your tutoring sessions. But everybody should continue using Google to find worksheets. And then as you find more websites that are worksheet generators or websites with math games, you can send those to us on the feedback form or through Slack so we can make our resources page even better.